Welcome, everyone. This is Emin, the Mass Media Group, and this is the 2024 Assembly, that's California Assembly election show in the building. And my name is Imoya.
And I am Kim with Emin. And while this is our third show in this series, this is our first show covering the 80 member assembly.
Thank you for that, Kim, and I am Darlene.
Wonderful, Darlene. Thank you for joining. As usual, we always appreciate your presence. So let's just quickly go over this slide here that everyone sees on the screen. This gives us a little information about the assembly election process. The assembly consists of 80 members, with each member representing at least 465,000 people. Members are allowed by current term limits to serve 12 years in the legislature in any combination of 4-year state senate or 2-year state assembly terms. Every 2 years, all 80 seats in the assembly are subject to election. This is in contrast to the state senate, in which only half of its 40 seats are subject to election every 2 years. To run for the assembly, a candidate must be a United States citizen and a registered voter in the district at the time nomination papers are issued, and meet the criteria of the term limits described above. According to Article 4, Section 2C of the California Constitution, the candidate must have 1 year of residency in the legislative district and California residency for 3 years. All right. So I guess let's start on our first district. Yep.
Yes, let's get to it.
Let's go. All right. So we have in District 1. Oh, I was just going to go, but I don't think I'm going, am I?
Yeah, I'll take this one. We have Teresa Audette. It's a little hard to read here, but she is a Republican.
That a little bit better?
Yes.
Okay.
She is a Republican in District 1, and she's running against a Republican, Heather Hadwick. So it looks like they are turning District 1 red, no matter what. And as far as the demographics here in the Redding area, Black, we have 1.20%, and that's about 6,302 residents. And for white, which is the dominant demographic in Redding, 77.30%, which is 393,497 residents there.
All right. Let's go on to District 2. We have Chris Rogers, like, what was that, Buck Rogers? Chris Rogers for the Democratic Party versus Michael Greer, who's a Republican, the cities of Eureka. Chris Rogers received 19% or 19.3% of the vote, 27,229. And Michael Greer received 27.6%, 39,052, which it looks like he received the larger of those two. And then we have the Black population at a whopping 1.10%, 5,685, and it looks like the largest population is the white at 65% at 331,203.
Okay, next we have District 3. We have from the Democratic Party, Aaron Draper, and the incumbent, which is a Republican, is James Gallagher. He actually received 68.4% of the votes, 76,570. And I forgot to mention that Aaron, he received 31.6 of the votes, 35,434. Of this, Chico, Yuba City, and Lincoln, we have the Black population at 1.80% or 8,984. And the largest demographic is the white population at 59.40%, 294,787.
All right. So I think we
Okay.
have some incumbent information.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. So James Gallagher as an incumbent. Let's take a look since he has been serving for a while. California State Assembly District 3, he was representing at the time of the AB 3121 vote to establish the California Reparations Task Force, and he did vote no in that vote. And he's representing 3 now, running for 3.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So that's counties Butte, Glenn, Tahoma, Colusa, Sutter, and Yuba. He supports small businesses, fire recovery, and farmers. And again, he did vote no on AB 3121 back in 2020.
All right. So it looks like we have District 4.
All right, and I'm up for that. So we have Cecilia Aguilar Curry. Do we now?
Now we know what role she was involved in. Bump for the bump.
Right. Yeah, if you can pull up that little video that you've got circulating out on the internet, we can go out with that. But as far as Cecilia Aguilera Curry, she is a Democrat running to represent District 4. She received 99.3% of the vote. That's 78,623. And then we have her opponent, Darren Ellis, a Republican, who received 0.6% of the vote. So 444 votes there.
Oh my goodness. Are you sure? Is
the decimal in the right place?
Exactly. Wow. I mean,
Dang.
She's a slam dunk.
She snapped.
I guess the Napa people love their inactive file.
I see.
Anyway.
Right. So she's got some support in her voting district there. The Black percentage of the demographic in Napa and Clear Lake, where she represents, is 2.10% of the population. That's 9,964. And then the largest demographic is white, and it looks like that is 236,833.
And I would say something about Clear Lake. I know, and the Black population is 2.10. Black people go up there after they retire. They don't necessarily raise their children there. They don't homestead with their families. But after they retire.
Looking at the demographics, I can see why.
Yes.
All right, District 5, we have Neva Parker, who's a Democrat. She got 29% of the votes at 47,000. We have Joe Patterson, who received 58% of the votes at 93,000. They represent the cities of Roseville, Auburn, and I'm sure there's more within that county. As far as the population goes, the Black population is 1.40% at 7,095. The largest population is white at 70%. That's 350,998. And he's a Republican as well as an incumbent. So let's see if we have information on Joe Patterson.
Yeah, so again, he is a Republican representing California State Assembly District 5, counties El Dorado and Placer. He was a NIO, which I believe we said not in office. So yeah, he was not in office at the time of the AB 3121 vote. He supports small businesses and associations on regulatory and legal matters. All right, and
so we have a District 6. So I think that's you, Darlene.
No, you did you
Is
just
it
do
me?
it? Yes, it's
I
you.
thought I just did it.
Oh, did you? Okay, so I'll take it.
I think I did. No, did I, Kim? Or no?
I don't
I
know.
can do 6 if you really want me
We
to,
might
but
need to roll back the
I
tape.
know, right?
No, we don't need to do that. I'll do six. I'll do six. District 6, we have Maggie Krell. She is from the Democratic Party. She received 25% of the votes, which are 25,879. She is running against Nikki Ellis, who received 14.6% of the votes, or 15,108. She is a Republican, and both of these ladies are from Sacramento. Okay. We have the black population at 9.70%, or 49,332. And we have the largest population in Sacramento for this district is white, 44.20%, or 224,882.
Right.
Yes, and I believe they are running
District
to take McCarty's seat. Kevin McCarty, Assembly.
Oh, okay. So we would definitely lose a CLBC member. Well, there's no loss there.
Yes.
No tears
No
shared.
love, no love lost.
No loss. No tears
Alright.
would be shared.
That's
Okay.
District 6. All right.
6. Okay, this is McCarthy's district. Okay.
Oh boy. Let's see, District 7. We've got Portia Middleton, a Democrat who received 29.3% of the vote, 33,045 residents. She serves Rancho Cordova and Folsom area, and her opponent here she is the opponent because Josh is a incumbent. Josh Hoover received 52.7% of the vote, 59,398. The black population in Rancho Cordova and Folsom area is 58.30, 289,281. And I gave the largest population, and then we'll go to, of course, the black population at 6.20%, 30,892 residents. So I guess we'll take a look at some incumbent information for Josh. Let's see, for Josh Hoover. Okay, Josh represents Sacramento County, Sacramento. I don't even know this guy. California State Assembly District 7. He was not in office at the time of the 3121 vote. And Sacramento, so he's more out in the Citrus Heights, Folsom, and Rancho Cordova areas. He supports job, economic development, small businesses, and students with disabilities. So that is Josh running against, let's see, the opponent.
Oh, let me go back to it.
You've moved. Yes, let's go back and take one more look at this opponent, Portia Middleton. So Portia Middleton, go ahead and take a look at what she also supports in this race.
All right.
I mean, she didn't do badly, but yeah, she does have her job cut off for her.
Oh yeah, she does. But that's actually better than.
Yeah, some of them. Yeah, that
like,
44. I'm like,
yeah,
that's not a
0.6%?
typo.
Yeah,
You
I
know.
was like,
Yeah,
dang.
she didn't do poorly, but she does have a. He is an incumbent.
Yeah, she's not in my district. Neither of them would be my representative.
All right, let's go to District 8. We have George Radanovich, a Republican, and versus David Tangjipa. Man, sorry, bro. I just totally botched that name. George Radanovich received 36% of the votes at 48,000. And David Tanjipa received 31% at 31% of the votes of 42,000. And looks like they do represent the cities of Sonora and Bishop and others in that district. The black population is 2.40% at 11,000, and the largest population is the white population at 57,000, 287,266. So that's at 57%. All right, District 9.
Okay, District 9, we have Keith Flora from the Republican Party. He received 73.2% of the vote, 65,952. And in American Independent Party of California, we have Tammy Nobrija, 24.4%, or 21,946. The black population is 2.40 at 11,487, and the largest population or demographic is white at 46.30, or 221,935.
And actually, Heath Flora, I believe, is an incumbent.
An incumbent, yes.
You mind double checking that, please, Kim?
Mm-hmm. Oh, and the cities is Lodi, Gott, and Manteca.
Okay, Flora, let's see. Okay, yes, I do see him as an incumbent here. And District 9, County, Sacramento, San Joaquin, AB 3121 vote, no vote recorded. So even though he was in office, for whatever reason, he did not cast his vote on this important issue of establishing a reparations task force here in California. He supports improved public safety, hardworking farmers, firefighting apprenticeship program.
Firefighter apprenticeship program, except for our brothers once they are released from incarceration, who have been go out there and fight the fires for $1.
Yes, but maybe we could use this as an opportunity to speak with Assemblyman Flora with Prop 6 on the ballot to end slavery in California. Maybe, there's a way these apprenticeship programs can have these recently released people with this firefighting experience become employed.
Yes.
Excellent.
All right, so am I up here? So yes, so this is my assembly member in District 10, Stephanie Wynn. She's a Democrat, and she received 67.6% of the vote. That's approximately 59,646. She is running against Vinaya Singh. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. He's a Republican. They represent Elk Grove and the Laguna area. And let's see.
Let me double check those results, but in the meantime, read the for Vinaya Singh his results. But if you want to continue, and I'll double check those results real quick.
Okay, so 2.4, and you're double checking on that. All right. Elk Grove, Laguna area, the black population is 12.30%, and that's 63,840. And the highest population in District 10 is Asian, 28. Oh, no, actually, yeah, it is Asian at 28.20%, 145,955.
All right, so Vinaya Singh, he received 32.4%. So there's a 3 missing there.
Oh, 32.4%. Okay, yeah. So about half. All right. Thank you for checking that.
All right, we're at District 11.
I'm sorry, may I take this one because this is my district?
Oh.
Yes, we'll we'll switch up the roles here.
Can I just
the
really
order.
quickly, Stephanie Wynn, incumbent information?
Oh yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Okay, she was not in office at the time of the AB 3121 vote. Let's see, we already said she's the Sacramento area. My representative supports the low income immigrant and refugee, limited English speaking youth, formerly incarcerated and undocumented.
So when you say, can you go back to that slide, please, Moria? When she says limited English speaking youth, okay, comma, formerly incarcerated and undocumented. Is she saying formerly incarcerated, all lives matter, or just the undocumented? What do you think?
Formerly incarcerated and undocumented. Is it all? I don't know. I mean, because she is, heavy English focused. So I mean, that's a question we would have to ask her. And like I said, I'm a constituent, so I am well within my rights to ask questions.
All right. So I guess, Darlene, you want to take
District
11?
Yes, we have the incompetent. I was going to say incompetent, but the incumbent, Miss Lori Wilson. She is a Democrat, and she's also currently the chair of the CLBC, California Legislative Black Caucus. She received 50.2% of the votes, or 50,129. She is running against Dave Ennis, who received 26.1% of the votes, or 26,078. They cover Vacaville, Fairfield, yay, Vallejo. And the Black population is 12.20, or 63,014. And the largest demographic is white at 37.50%. 194,548. And a little interesting fact, there was another Republican that ran. Her name was okay, I can't think of her name.
But District 11?
From District 11, there was another Republican. I want to say Wallace.
Oh, was it did she run this year?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'll take a look at it real quick.
Yeah, real quick. Her last name is Wallace. And
okay, her name's Wanda.
Wanda Wallace, yes. I believe she received about 14%. She's a Republican, a Black Republican.
Yeah, you are
she
right.
Received, I believe, 14-something% of the vote. So that Republican Party voting was very split. So we'll see what happens at the general election. So if they had gotten Wallace's votes, Dave Ennis, or vice versa, it would have been a closer race during the primary.
All righty. Let's see.
And she is an incumbent. She's an incumbent.
I guess we got incumbent information. Vacaville, Fairfield, Vallejo.
I'll let you do the honors for your representative, Darlene.
Yes. Again, we have Miss Lori Wilson. She is a Democratic Party, California State Assembly District 11. She was not in office during the AB 3121 vote. How interesting. She supports housing, jobs, homelessness, and like I said earlier, she is currently the chair of the California Legislative Black Caucus, and she was not in office for the AB 3121 vote. Interesting.
All right. So I guess I'll take District 12. Are we ready?
Are you ready?
Let's go. I guess we are. District 12. Damon Connolly at 77.5% received 111,490. He is an incumbent. They do represent the cities of Novato, San Rafael in District 12. And he's running against Andrew Pod Shadley, Pacelli. He received 12% of the votes at 17,335. Black population is 2% at 9,806. And white at 64.60%, 311,630. So yes, like, do we have incumbent information on Damon Connolly?
Yes. Democrat, District 12, counties, Marin, San Francisco, Sonoma, AB 3121 vote. He was not in office, and he supports affordable housing, renewable energy, access to public transportation, infrastructure for bicyclists and pedestrians. All right. We have District 13. Rhodesia Ramson is what it looks like to me. District 13, she received 41.6% of the vote. That's 27,255. And then we have her opponent, Denise Aguilar Mendez, who received 37.9% of the vote, 24,823. They represent the Stockton and Tracy area. And let's see, Black population is 9.10% at 44,249. And the largest population, which is Hispanic, has 44%, 213,898. And this was actually, looks like it was a pretty close race, or they're pretty equally yoked here. So neither one of them are incumbents. So I would go take a look and see what these candidates stand for that will be representing District 13, the Stockton and Tracy area.
And Rhodesia could possibly be a member if she wins of the CLBC, possibly.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I guess I'll take District 14. Even though I think District 14 is probably closer to you, Darlene, but I'll take this one anyway. District 14, Buffy Wicks. I think we do remember Buffy Wicks for those who do follow even the mass media group. She was with the chair of the Appropriations Committee, if I'm correct. Yes.
Yes, on the Senate side.
On the Senate side, yes. Mm-hmm. But now it looks like she's running for Assembly. So go figure. Buffy Wicks. Wait a minute. On the
We're doing their Assembly. She was in the appropriations for.
Oh, she was in appropriations for Assembly. Okay.
Yeah. I was like, what's in it? Well, hold on a second. Okay.
Sorry.
Bump a bump. All right. It's all good.
But good cat. See, that's you. I was testing y'all.
Oh, okay.
Hey, man. I probably gotta see. I don't know. Maybe I passed. Anyway. District 14, we have Buffy Wicks at 73%, 78,000, versus Margot Smith. Both of them are Democrats. They represent the cities of Richmond and Berkeley. The Black population is 10.80% at 50,000, and we have the largest population, which is white, at 36.60%, 172,368, and she is an incumbent.
All right. So as you stated, she's an incumbent in the Assembly, and she was the chair of the Appropriations. All right. And let's see, the most important thing, she was in office for AB 3121 vote, but it appears she abstained in voting for that, which is very, very interesting. The counties, Alameda, Contra Costa, she supports rights of women and working families, protecting consumers and reducing gun violence, affordable housing, including housing affordability crisis on women and people of color.
Who they people? Who people color?
POC.
I don't know who that is. Okay. thank you for that. And that is interesting that she sustained for the vote, but she did, show up and showed out at the Assembly Appropriations, and she did vote to
Yes,
pass out. So
it did get out of appropriation.
yes, yes,
Absolutely.
and she is the current chair. Okay.
So shout out Buffy Wicks.
Yes, we will. Okay, we have District 15. We have Anne Marie Avila Forrest. She is a Democrat, and she received 30.4 or 29,525 votes. She's running against Sonia Lebo, and she received 31.9% of the votes, 30,962. They cover the cities of Concord, Pittsburgh, Antioch, and Martinez. Interesting. The black vote, the black vote or the black population is 9.70%, 49,576. And the largest demographic is white at 38.10 or 1,904, 288 folk. So interesting.
Yeah, so neither are incumbents, so we don't know what they stand for. So if that's your district, go check out their platforms.
All right.
All
We
right.
have the last one coming up for the show.
The last one, District 16. We've got an incumbent, Rebecca Bauer Kahn. She is a Democrat. She received 65.5% of the vote, 84,290. And then she is running against Republican Joseph Rubé. He received 34.5% of the vote, 44,351 votes there that he received in this race. They would represent San Ramon, Pleasanton, Livermore, and Walnut Creek. The demographics out there, Black people, 2.20% at 11,101. And the largest population is white at 51.60%, 264,313. So let's just get over to Rebecca's incumbent information. All right, so Rebecca, let's see, AB 3121, she voted yes. And again, that is Alameda, Contra Costa counties, supports the environment, reproductive rights, equal rights. And then we actually put a bill number here that she supported. I guess that required further examination. I should probably go back and look what these were. But AB 624, AB 988, and AB 1666 are equal rights legislation that she has supported in the past.
All right. Well, those were districts 1 through 16. So everyone in those districts that do relate to you, please take a look, do your due diligence.
And I think all of us are in some of those districts one way or the other.
That is true. That is true. And then in addition to California, because I know we have other people watching our channel, please look up your representative for the assembly as well as the Senate in your particular state, wherever you are, and go out and vote. Go out and vote, because your vote does count and it is very important.
Okay, so really quick, and then we can wrap this all up. I do think it is important to note on the appropriations vote that we just said Becky Wicks was the chair of, and the AB 1331 and 1403 did pass off the suspense floor. They were headed to the assembly floor, and we see what happened there with the CLBC blocking Bradford's historic bills. But just take a quick look at the vote count in the appropriations on August 15th, 2024, it did pass out with 11 ayes, 3 noes, and 1 no vote recorded. So do pass on the ayes. We had Ara Mubola, Bryan, as in Isaac Bryan of the CLBC, California Legislative Black Caucus, Calderon, Wendy Carrillo, Mike Fong, Grayson, Hanny, Hart, Pellerin, Villa Puda, and Wicks are the aye votes, and the noes are Dixon, Sanchez, Taw, and no vote recorded for Jim Patterson, for anybody who's going to be having.
And so it looks like the incumbent that we looked at was Wicks, right? Yeah, I didn't see any other incumbents on there outside of Wicks.
Yes.
Yes. So Wicks just today. So let's see how the votes shaped up on the 1403 side. And that was for the California American Freedmen Affairs Agency. Looks pretty similar so far. Also took place on August 15, 2024. Aye counts 11, noes 3, no vote recorded 1. So yes, it looks like the same people across the board are Bola, Isaac Bryan of the CLBC, Calderon, Wendy Carrillo, Mike Fong, Grayson, Hanny, Hart, Pellerin, Villa Puda, Wicks are the ayes, and the noes are Dixon, Sanchez, Taw, and no vote recorded Jim Patterson. So just to note who made it possible for our bills to move as far as they did this last legislative session.
Absolutely. All right, thanks for that, Kim. Do you two have anything else to say before we wrap it up? Darlene?
No, good job. Good job.
Yeah, good job.
I see how the flow of this is going. Yeah, I kind of stumbled out the gate. I'm like, okay, what are they doing here? Good job, good job.
But appreciate you. Thank Darlene for coming.
Okay. Yeah, just get the information out. It's important. I'm sure many of you, as we are out here in California, starting to receive your ballots and election books. So yeah, just take a look, research your candidates, and policy over party.
Absolutely. All right, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you next time. Peace and reparations.